Hi, we're here at Kojo in your community. I'm Ben Sudbrink, and this is Kojo Nnamdi. So,
Hi, man.
what did you think of our community?
I thought, well, I already knew that this was a diverse community. I was disappointed to hear one speaker say that the community was not adequately represented here because there were not sufficient people of color and maybe not enough young people. But for the young people who were here, I thought that the young people who were here represented themselves very well. They had a few problems with some people getting in, and they represented that, and we were able to bring them back in the broadcast. I was highly impressed because I have not been around young people in a long time who had such a sense of self, and I suspect that came both from the activism that you and others were involved in. It also comes from being together as skaters, also comes from being associated with a seemingly highly conscious adult, a parent of one of the skaters who was helping to organize you. I was overall impressed. I used to say that I only came to Silver Spring 20 years ago for Gifford's Ice Cream, Chris Fields, and the Giant Supermarket on Colesville Road. Now I spend half my life in Silver Spring, Maryland, and tonight was one of the reasons why.
Just to bring it back to one of our issues, what is your opinion on youth space? Do you think it's an important aspect of our community?
I think it's an important aspect of your community, and I am really glad that you asked me about that because I have very vivid memories of when I was your age. I have very vivid memories of how much I wanted to express myself, how rebellious I felt, but I was living in a third world country named Guyana and happened to be part of a close-knit family and a close-knit community where, surprise, surprise, we were always listened to. So it was with some disappointment that I discovered that there were no young people at all involved in the planning of development in Silver Spring, and that not a great deal of consideration was given to young people in the planning of Silver Spring. It seems to me that if we always say the youth are our future, then we not only need to have young people participate in planning, but it should be a part of their learning process. It should be a part of young people learning civic engagement. Obviously, I want young people to participate, but I don't want young people to come in thinking that they know everything, because when I was your age, I certainly did feel that I knew everything. But there were older people who were available not only to listen to me, but to guide me. So I think that in the process of planning, young people not only need to be heard, but they also need to be guided. And you cannot guide and you cannot hear if they're not included in the process.
Given your opinions and given what you've seen tonight, would you consider having youth voices on a panel during one of your day-to-day shows?
Oh, no question. As a matter of fact, you just mentioned the name of a program that the station aired for years. It was called Youth Voices. And what we did was pulled students from various high schools around the city who were interested in communicating, taught them the basic skills of communication that you are now practicing right here, and then let them have their voice. I don't know exactly what happened to the program. I think the coordinator of the program may have moved on, and we haven't had a new coordinator since, but it's something we're definitely interested in. And if you and others would write a proposal to us, to the station, and to my show, it's something that we like to consider because we miss youth voices.
So you would be open to having a youth voice on your call-in show?
I am more than open to having a youth voice on that show. I would like a youth voice on my show. Of course, what is commonly referred to as my show is really WAMU's show. And while I have a lot of say in the decision-making process, I don't necessarily have the final say. But I do have a little bit of clout.
All right, well, it was an absolute honor to speak with you, sir.
It was an honor to meet you and to speak with you too, Ben. Thanks
See you
a lot.
guys.